Guys, today we're gonna be reacting to FNAF VHS. Let's get into it.
So, you found this tape out of the blue. You may be wondering who I am, and I'll give you that answer. My name is Henry Emily. I was the founder of Fazbear Entertainment. It was such a good company. I built it up from the ground with my best friend, who ended up making it the worst nightmare I've ever had. You may have heard about the rumors going on at Junior's Pizzeria. All the critics have had hate built up for the place and might be shut down after all the lawsuits.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Henry is the guy that dies in FNAF 6. And, well, the person we're playing as also dies, I think. So, yeah.
You know, Fazbear Entertainment was never meant to be a graveyard of dead souls.
I wonder if Henry's gonna be in the FNAF movie, because there has been no mention of him being in the FNAF movie, because there was no one casted for the role of him. There was no mention of him being in it, so yeah.
It was in a fucking kids restaurant. But somehow it became that. There are many untold stories about me and William. Mostly William. When he and I first met at university, we talked about our goals and aspirations. We had a lot in common, actually. After we were done with university, we talked about opening a restaurant built to give children the dream of magic and fun. That dream quickly became real after we opened our first restaurant, Fredbear's Family Diner. It was a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun came to life. The closest thing I could describe it to was heaven on earth. But after some time, me and William didn't see eye to eye, and shit began to go downhill very fast. Our first incident didn't really land well with our employees. We had two employees dressed up in Springlock suits of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. That day we had...
Yeah, according to Scott Coffin, William Afton came up with the idea to add the spring locks. So yeah.
a leak problem, and while they were going to perform under those heavy suits, the suits snapped shut, killing both of them. We knew we were pretty screwed at that point. We tried everything, but William did something behind my back. I still don't know what he did, but he managed to save our tails and get us out of court and to return to the restaurant. After those weeks of the restaurant being open, William's son, Joseph, got killed. His other son, Michael, ended up taking his brother and putting him in the jaws of Fredbear. Michael did it, so he was put on the blame for the incident. The so-called Bite of 83. It's a bit ironic in some way. I'll tell you one thing. It changed William. The man I knew from university. He was no longer there. I told everyone to give him time, and he did, but he was doing something behind my back. After a while, he came back and showed me his new plans. I don't want to explain his plans in detail, but I told him...
Is it just me, or does it look like Henry's wearing a mask right here?
That. After some time, he sadly lost another child. Her name was Elizabeth. Elizabeth Afton, to be precise. And the Circus Baby Pizza World was shut down after this incident. But I had learned from my mistakes, and I was glad I left the company. William, soon after this, came after my daughter, and I was afraid of what he was going to do to her. So I built a new animatronic called the Security Puppet. It was meant to have a close eye on...
Yeah, Afton lost both of his children to his creations, because the crying child died to Fredbear, and that took place in 1983. And then in the Bite of 87, well, no, not in the Bite of 87, but like, one of the Funtime animatronics, aka Baby, kills his little girl. So both of his kids died to his creations, and well, he just goes to kill Henry's kid, even though it's not Henry's fault that his children died.
her, but she was locked up by her bullies at our restaurant one day, leading to William having a chance to kill her in the back alleyway. Police told me and my daughter. Quickly rushed out to find her, but she was nowhere to be found. Police took William into court again. Judge couldn't find any proof that William did the murder. That bastard was free to go. After some time later, we built a new restaurant called Junior's Pizzeria. I knew what was going to happen there. I was afraid I was right. But after this damn place opened up, kids go missing, and the place shuts down. Who knows what happened to those kids? The bodies were never found, and William was free to go again. I feel guilty for not trying to stop him. Get the truth about that fucking monster.
Wayne.